Hello everybody and welcome back. We have completed the Halloween competition and I'm busy renovating the abandoned school in story mode. So I thought, let me start something else in Sandbox. Just for the heck of it. So you know those days where you just don't want to do story mode? Well, we are in, wow, okay, we have a floating block. Let's get rid of that because that's irritating. We are in the suburbs today. And as you can see, I've got the largest lot available. Fortunately, we learned on the weekend. Well, I learned literally on the weekend and then recorded the video straight after to show you that we don't have to keep our house in the area that we chose because that can be limiting, especially size-wise. The coast and the suburbs and old Pinnacove, the lots are not as big as the country and the island. So if you start building a house and realize it's way too big for where you're building it, you can always move it out and then change your land borders. Now here you can see there is no way we can change our land borders here. It is what it is and it's not going to change for us. We've got a 40-meter square lot of land and we can't make it any bigger, which is unfortunate. You know, we can't go out into the road, across the road, or anything like that. So we just got to live with it. Another thing that I mentioned is you can fly around. You can actually take a look at all the houses. They obviously shells, so if you go inside, a lot of the time they are shells and you can't really see how they decorated, but you can get an idea of what there is. You can sort of look inside through the windows, but you can't see through the windows, or you can't see when you fly in. So that looks like a bathroom, but if we go in, it's just floating there. So yes, I did take a lot of inspiration from the area that I was in when I built my little magic sweet shop. And I did visit a lot of the buildings just to get an idea of what was happening. I mean, here, which is quite sweet, I think, they've got their bins under cover. And we've got mailboxes and we've got all kinds of stuff. Then we can actually go and look at the end of the street and see what's down here. So you can move around, you just can't walk through the houses. So they have spent a lot of time creating this, and I just wish we had, for example, these curtains or something along the lines of those curtains would be quite cool. There's a lot of things that they could give us that we haven't got yet. But as you can see, this is a really big suburb with a lot of houses in it. Okay, let's go back to our little village. We can't really move that fast, even though we are moving fast. There we go. So I built a school a while back and I thought, you know what, maybe we should revisit that. I didn't load it onto mod.io And then we had the update, and I deleted it by accident, and then the update overrode my saved file, so I no longer have my school. But you know, we have lots of new stuff to play with. We have lots of new options, like the transparent PNG images that we can add into our builds that can make it a little bit more believable. Like the sweet shop where I did pick and mix sweets, and that was fun. So we're in the front garden. We are approximately, let's see, I'll do that. I'll come over here. Where are you? There you are. We're about 3 meters in. I don't think that's enough because we would like a nice, let's see, 5 meters-ish would be a good entrance for the school. Considering we don't have that much space, we actually need to, not flying anymore. We have to conserve all the space that we can. Obviously, we will go up in the event of us running out of space, and yes, there will be more stories here. So that is our entrance to our school. One little line in the middle of nowhere. So I'm doing this because I took a picture and once again, this is just a picture of the front door or the front of the school. It's an abandoned school somewhere in America. I think it's in Illinois. And I thought it was a nice shape. It's got like a bell tower, which is right in the front, but I'm using it as inspiration rather than rebuilding the whole, just the school as it is. So we want a large door. So we want a wide door, and we haven't had the opportunity to use this door yet, and I think it's quite cool. And what's nice about it is it's actually even. It's not like this one where the door is wider than that side. Let's use this one, and once again, I think I'm going with knobs on the doors. Once again, we are going to have to choose woods. Now again, I'm using the school as an inspiration. I'm not going to be a slave to the school, and I'm going to try and use some wood that isn't what I normally use. Should we go for bronze? I think bronze always looks good. The only problem is the bronze comes up here too. Is that, yes, that. Maybe take that down to copper. And then this can be bronze as well. See what that looks like. This wood is very, I don't know the word, but it's like anemic looking. It doesn't look right. But we'll build. We are going to lift it up by about that much off the floor. So that's going to be our foundation. And I need to see, let's just take it back here and build the platform. Because any decent door needs a nice place to sit. So I just want to see if this is going to be in the middle. That's always the problem. No, it isn't. That's all right. 1.2. 1.2. So the door is officially in the middle. Yay! And then I'm going to probably go with, how high should we make the ceilings? Mm, 3.2. I think that will work. We need some windows. And then once we've got the windows, we've got the windows, if that makes sense. Now I'm looking at the windows and they are quite long. Let's see what we have here. We have the casements. I prefer these windows for whatever reason. Just 5 by 10. Should we use angled windows? Probably not, because they just come with their own pane. So let's use regular windows. So if we go 5 by 7. Hold on, 5 by 13, is that new? It might be. See, that's pretty good. Those are quite nice and big. And yes, they just fit into the edge, but that's okay. I can pretty much live with that. Alright. I'm building the house from the outside in. Well, the school. That's 1 meter on that side. We just want it to be equal. Awesome. And that actually brings in the height that I'm wanting. We can pop this down. They literally full windows. That's a fairly grand entrance, considering the windows are in the wrong way around. There we go. What have we got there? 1, 2, 3. Once we change the color of the wood, it will be fine. Damn it, why didn't you flip? There we go. Alright, so we have an entrance. Woo. Now I'm going to take this back a little bit. Where am I here? I'm thinking we are not going, this is just an entranceway, so it doesn't need to be super duper wide, because the rest you will enter here and then you will move on to wherever you want to go. That will be fine. And then the buildings start. And of course we have, are these windows going to be big enough? No. Let's make it bigger. As I say, I'm building it from the outside in instead of the inside out. Which, hey, haven't done this for a while. I usually lay the foundation down and go from there. Okay, that's a nice big entry. The question would be, damn it. Is that lined up? Yes, it is. Is that lined up? Okay, and then we literally start building the wings, because the wings of the school, if I start here, I'm literally going to go out pretty far, because this is going to be on the one side is going to be the, I wonder, should I just build them almost to the edge? But we are going to need a driveway to get around, so or we can put parking in the front there. Maybe 12 meters. That should give us a few decent sized rooms. I'm literally just going to drag that back. Eleven, 12. Awesomeness. Let's pull this bit in here. We will have at least a double story, if not a triple story. We will get to that. But I think this is a start. And then obviously the front of the house of the school. Oh, this is the wrong. I'm using I'm using the bricks. That's okay. Might look good in red brick. What do you say? I was using this as like the foundation stones, but it can work. Then we can actually use this here. And yes, we will have a basement, believe it or not. This is why I've gone up this far. I think a basement would be good. We will have some classes in the basement. Might have something to do with cauldrons and all that good stuff. You know? It looks fairly imposing. And I'm happy about that. Now this headmaster, mistress, whoever's going to be running this school is going to be a little bit more of a tough cookie, I think, than the last one. And I think this is going to be more of a specialized school, if you know what I mean. All right. Now I'm liking the size of these big windows, and I'm going to continue them along the walls on either side, but then we can go to smaller windows if we want. Actually, let's see. That is 5 by 13. Maybe we should shrink them down a bit. What's that? 7 by 7. Five by 10. Yeah, I think that would be better, because then you would have just going to throw a couple on the side of the wall here so we can grab them when we want them. There we go. But this door is a terribly anemic color and it needs to change. Don't sell it, but change it. I like the handle. Ooh. Do we go for a... How dark should we go? That's pretty good. That's also pretty good. I like that. What do you think? We can obviously change the actual... Should we make... What am I doing? Let's see. If I take this and we go with... Because we're using those as the base of the school. So should we use the fancy cross bonds? Maybe go for... I wish we had the palette. Maybe not. Don't really want to make the school out of wood. I want it to be solid stone. A gust of wind will not blow it away. I really like these, but I don't think that's gonna work unless we use it as the base. Really scary, actually. No. That could be an interesting foundation for the school. Let's see. What do you think? Sort of the local neighborhood scary school. Made out of rocks and stones and bricks and fun things. Right, so if we take this, we apply it to the windows, they will be very dark. We need to take this up because I think when we come in here, this will be the entrance. We are going to have probably an office right here in the middle. I actually pushed the offices off to the one side wing, but I think I will have, let's see, if I wish we had more colors. Where's my pot of magic paint when I want it? Let's start with that. And we are going to need a gap here. A little bit more. Why am I floating? Am I floating? No, I'm not floating. Just feels like I am. Take this right across to here. Yeah, I think that might be a little too big. I mean, big, close. Then again, did I get it right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Wow. That makes more sense. Well, in my head, it makes more sense. Because then we have, I think we have space for a door. Which doors are we going to use? I would prefer a door that wasn't... I suppose we could have a window because we're going into the office. So we could have... I don't like that cross there. That's too... it'll be fine. Knobs. Bronze. We'll... Oh, look, it matches perfectly. I think that'll work. Okay, first of all, change that so it's opening that way. Much better. Okay. Oops. Where am I? What am I doing? I have no idea what I'm doing. Alright, so we have this area here, which will have... Can have a window. I don't think so. We can always put in a window, but that is going to be our greeting area. Now, if we have this, let's do console table, because that actually not a bad height, because you can serve and you have your desk there. Alternatively, we take it down a notch. And we can put the windowsill on it, which is our new tool. Now, where is it? Let's filter. I'm looking forward to using some of these panels, but I'm also looking forward to being able to use the ones that work properly. Is it not in Windows? I think it is. There it is. Okay, so it literally... Whoops. Okay. Makes sense. It makes all the sense in the world. All right. Yes, I'm walking. And if we put it on this side as well, we could. What do we do with this? We have to use this to change the style, which is okay, because let's try that and see what happens. Okay, that didn't work. Ah. What color did we use? Was it the red? Maybe. I think that will be enough as an office. And then this obviously will need to come out a little bit more, so the door is not literally trapped. Then we can come back here. Does that make sense? Maybe. Ooh, that did a little jumpy there. The last time we had the grand entrance hall with the stairs going up. This time, not so much. It's going to be come in here, talk to me, and we will see what we can do for you. We can change this. We can only change it in depth and width. We can't change it height. Now the question would be, can we put something on this thing? Okay, let's take a toadstool. Yes, it will sit on the window frame, which is awesome. I'm happy about that. We can always put some of these pretty things in play here, because I quite like them. I just haven't had the opportunity to play with them much. Let's go with that. Works. Not lined up, but it works. Come on. You were there. Thank you. And then we can always frame it. Either that'll look quite nice. If I take this out, just say that much. We can actually use this for framing, can't we? I did this. It will never take the place of the building block, but it will do that. Come on. Okay, that's interesting. Another item that won't rotate. It's fine. I will make you rotate. Okay, at least it allows us to reshape it when it's in place and touching something. So yay, I'm happy about that. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Quite like that. And then we can have chairs or whatever else we need here. Now we are going to go up another floor. So this will be the offices. We are going to have the basic office. We are going to have the headmaster's office, and it is going to have to be pretty big for both of those. And we'll probably have a bathroom here as well, so that the teachers have their own. There we go. So this can be an enclosed area. We've got the doors on each side. Now, staircase. And the question would be, do we keep this open here and then only start putting ceiling in about here? Because above this area here there is like a bell tower. It's not functioning, but it actually is quite pretty. Now if we use let's put a roof on quickly. And yes, I'm going to do the roof from here because it's gonna have to be. Alright, what are we going to do? I love the roof, the wooden shingles. If we could color the wooden shingles, it would be wonderful, but we can't. So we're going to have to go with the fish scales. I'm going for a dark grey for now. Come on, find your place. Whee! To keep it just in that area for now. Because then we can see where the tower actually comes out. Let's just change, well, first let's move this. See how much space we got there. That's perfect. And then resize this, because this is going to have to come out. At least to there. I'm just going to fill in the gaps for now, so that we don't have a problem. Come on. Now we come to the fun part, which is the bell, the bell tower. And I think I would like to make it. Let's start with the brick. We can move from there. So this is literally going to come from here. Question then would be, how wide is that? 5.8. All right. This is going to have to come back a bit. Doesn't really matter. We can put a ceiling into part of it. Just so that it's got an opening here. Doesn't look even to me. Why does that not look even to me? Oh, it is. A little flat and squat, but like me. But it's fine. If we take this up a bit, and then build this higher, I think it'll be fun. Okay, that sort of gives a feeling to the place. And then we are going to use these things. Because they're flat on the sides, we're going to have to build up. Dang it, what did I say? 1.8? Yeah, that's not going to... No, that's definitely not high enough. Wait, 2.8. Let's see what it looks like. We need 2 of those. And we also need a thicker side. What is the middle of this? 5.4. Did I get that right? 2.2. 2.6. My goodness, I didn't get that right. Or 2.4. Okay, that works better. I don't know if I like the 2. Let me know. I will leave it at, you see, because it's very long and squat. The only other way to do this would be to shrink it in. What happens if we take this out? Two, three. That's going to still be too wide. Maybe take it to here. That's 2 more. Sorry about the sun in your eyes. What did I do wrong? Did something wrong, I think. Not as imposing. Now we've got an internal of 2.8 by 4. A little bit better. Nearly. I think that'll work. Okay, let's copy that onto here. Yes. And then we can always make it narrower around the sides. There was 3, wasn't it? 1, 2, 3. Yes. Seriously? Not bad. We will be putting a window in it. We'll just use one of the resizable windows because, you know, it's semi-modern. I think that's quite cool. We obviously need to put a couple more bricks on it. And then another roof. And we've got all those cool bits and pieces we can add. Yeah. Now, the question would be, of course, not exactly square, which is fine. Kitchen. Oh. Where am I going? Okay. It will do. We do need to add some bits and bobs. Did I miss that one? Now, how about we use... I'm going for a plaster. Go for a grey. That will look quite good. We don't unfortunately have a large bell. But you know what we can do, of course, is we can make a plan with one. But let's just copy. Copy. Once we've redone this thing, we can actually put another window in here. I think to maybe mimic that. Maybe. Will that... Don't you hate when it doesn't line up? Alright, so that is the 4x5. Dang it. That's going to have to be the 3, which we don't have. Let's use this one. There we go. The start of our school. It's going to be something interesting. And then obviously we've got all these fun little bits and bobs here, which we can play with. We can, I think let's use these, and not very big. They're like little baby ones. But we can use those. Where is my block I'm looking for? There it is. Yes, this one doesn't flip, does it? Dang it. But what's interesting is that actually, very interestingly enough, ends up embedded in it, which we can take advantage of because this doesn't have corners. Let's take you. Let's see if you're big enough. Almost. We'll sort of as a nod. Can always use two, I suppose. Corner there. Maybe. In the meantime, let's grab, what color was I playing with? One. Yeah, that'll work. As a start. Forward. Obviously, we've got to put all kinds of funny and interesting things. Where are those new... these things? It could be fun. The only problem with this is it doesn't turn. It's okay, we can make it turn. What do you think? It's got a bit of texture to it, which actually works quite nice. I can live with that. And then if we wanted something else, let's take the... No, what am I doing? Take the grid snapping off. Just move that up slightly. That's better. And then we can always add more interest to it with our little blocky. Or other stuff. But our little blocky will be our friend. Where is it? There it is. Just for a little bit more texture and depth. We can just use what we've got lying around. Come on. You know you want to be painted. That's like interacting with that. But okay, this is the start of our new school. Let me know what you think. It's going to be, I don't think it's going to be as bright and cheerful, but I've learned stuff, so we can make it a little darker and a little more interesting, a little bit more mystical, magical, maybe. What do you think? So guys, thank you so much for watching. If you've got this far and you enjoy it, please subscribe. I hope you have a lovely day, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.